Good morning, guys. Welcome back
to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be working on the 300. So what I'm going to do right now, we're not working on body work. I want to get the rest of the suspension switched out. That way we don't have to worry about nicking fresh paint. So I'm going to pull the car out, get it turned around, get the front end over here, and we're going to get started. Okay, so I decided to bring the car down the road, and yes, I know the windshield is filthy, but if you listen, get on the brakes. That is what I think is the control arms. So I decided to take the car off the road a little bit, let it run a minute, because it, well, it was just about dead on me. So like I said, I figured I'd let it run a little bit and whatnot. So anyway, I'm gonna let it sit here and run, like I said, and actually I'm gonna get a picture of it for the thumbnail of the video. And yeah, like I said, I guess here in a bit we'll pull this thing in there and get started. All I have left is the two lower control arms and the upper. The lowers aren't bad to replace. The upper, however, sucks. I remember that from this side, and I imagine this side's going to be even worse because that's where the brake booster and everything is. And if you hear that clicking, I don't know what that is. I think somebody said that was the CD changer, but I don't know that for sure. But anyway, I guess like I said, let this thing run a minute. Let it kind of halfway charge the battery, and we'll get to work. Alright guys, so I was looking. Now remember, from that side, the nut is there, the bolt is on the back side by the cabin air filter. And this side, you have the nut there, and if you look through here, you can see the head of the bolt right there. So at first I thought we'd have to pull this cowl off, which on these cars is one piece. So I had to pull the wipers off both sides, and it will probably be pretty easy to take off, but I don't think I'm gonna have to. I think I can get it from right up in here, and that shouldn't be a big deal. So anyway, I guess I'm gonna get this thing jacked up in the air, and we'll get started. Alright guys, so he's trying to get the lug nut out of the socket. Anyway, my mom's car did the same thing. But anyway, what we're going to be replacing is our upper and these two lowers. So let's see here. Where do we start on the other side? Let's see, I think this is our squeak. So I guess we'll get started by unplugging the ABS, and probably with our upper here. Okay guys, so a little bit later, we got the strut off. We got the knuckle assembly with the hub off. Caliper is hanging here because that way we don't have to re-bleed everything. So it's hanging here. So what we're working on right now is getting these lowers off. Now you can see how loose, and I'm gonna say that's the racket we were hearing, but we're gonna replace both of these. We'll check that ball joint. I have ball joints if it needs replaced, but if not, we'd rather just leave it, not have to mess with pressing it and all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna replace these two lowers and this upper because that boot is busted. Now these bolts in here aren't made to spin, and that's where we have these nuts up here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but we have those nuts up there that we'll have to pull to be able to get those off. So that's why we went ahead and pulled the strut, because these bolts are going to have to come through to the inside. But anyway, we're making progress on it pretty quickly actually. Okay, so I just got this forward control arm out, and look at that bushing. So I'm gonna say that is our squeak. So get that out of here. We'll get our new ones over there in that tote. We'll get it in here. So now I need to pull this rearward arm off, and we'll go ahead and get it replaced as well, and then we can come up top here. We'll lower the car down some. We'll come up top and get our upper control arm out as well. Alright guys, so we got our new arm in, new arms down here, new sway bar link. We got everything back on, haven't tightened this up. We kind of set these to where the old ones are as far as ride height goes. But this one, we left it loose because it's easily accessible once on the ground. So these, you can't really get to them up under the car. Anyway, now we're ready to throw our rotor back on, throw our caliper and bracket. I need to get that brake pad because it fell out a while ago. And well, we'll get this baby sitting on the ground. Alright guys, so we got everything back together. Got some stuff tied up under the car. I got the fenders at the bottoms down here by the doors. Got those bolted up. And he's working on getting the upper control arm bolts tightened up with me in the car. Kind of settle it down and everything. Then all we gotta do is tighten that brace y'all just seen up. Tighten that the front upper, and we'll be ready for a test drive. Okay guys, so just got back, and well, same thing, same squeak. So put the car in reverse. I'm sure you can hear it there. So I don't know. Let me do this that way that I'll quit checking. I don't know. And I don't know what that tick is either. It's kind of annoying. But I kind of wonder if the squeaking might be the sway bar bushings. So I don't know. We replaced the end links on the sway bar, but we didn't replace the bushings. So it might be the bushings. But it also sounds like there is a rattle under the car. Matter of fact, let's I'll show y'all. Instead of trying to explain it, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Anyway, me and him took a ride down the road in it. But actually, if you listen, you can hear it. Let me take the key out. But you can hear it. So I don't know. I took a video on my phone. This thing doesn't have much gas. That's why I'm not trying to drive it a whole lot. But I took a video of my phone. I know it's in the wrong orientation, but you can kind of listen and get an idea. So, I guess, well, with that being said, the squeak, I think, might be the sway bar bushings. We'll have to do that another time. But as far as the clunking goes, I don't really know. So, I guess, I'm gonna move this thing. Working on some stuff over here, but I think I'm gonna take this up there and get a picture of it with the white truck now that the front end is all back together and whatnot. But anyway guys, Actually, let's do that real quick. Anyway, here y'all go. A little sound clip. Got the neighbors looking too, but I don't know. Again, I mean, we've replaced everything on this front end except for the knuckles and this hub, and then obviously the calipers and rotors, but that is it. So I don't know. And again, the Sway Bar Bushings. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's very odd to me what that might even could be. So like I said, I think the squeak could be the bushings. But then again, I'm not exactly sure. Alright guys, so I'm gonna hurry up because they're playing music and I don't want to get hit with a copyright strike. But we're gonna go up here, grab some wiring for a trailer. We're gonna grab some WD-40 or some sort of lubricant. We're gonna try to kind of halfway lubricate those Sway Bar bushings, because I think it's mainly on the passenger side. So we're gonna try to halfway kind of lubricate them and see if we rock the car, if that makes any difference. So we're gonna run up there real quick to grab that stuff, come back, and hopefully we'll do away with our squeaking. All right, so we're here at AutoZone, and I seen this here and I thought, well, you know, stuff with the 300 is annoying and it's kind of frustrating, but it could be much worse. This poor guy over here has sheared off wheel studs on the Toyota, I think. So things could always be worse, but we're gonna go in here, see what we can find, and like I said, hopefully we can get that squeak over there fixed. And like I said, I think it's over on the passenger side where all the damage was. So that that bushing might have got caked full of dirt and whatnot. So I guess like I said, let's run in here and see what we can find. All right, so we just got back. It's starting to get a little dark on us, but if you watch Ryan Mayer 6'7" Lime, he talks about this stuff all the time. So seen this at AutoZone, figured, you know what, let's give it a shot. So I'll take this down to the shop and we're gonna try it. The reason we're taking it to the shop is on this car, it's got heat shields. If y'all noticed them earlier, it's got heat shields on the Sway bars. So we'll pop them heat shields off and well, we'll see if that helps us out any. All right, so found the Sway bar end link on this side was loose, tightened it up, it sprayed some of that deep creep on the bushings. So let's pull this thing out of here. I know it's not going to go away immediately, but I'm going to drive it down the road here and see if it gets any better or not. Alright guys, so I thought I'd let y'all listen here. Still a little squeaky. But no clunk. That's nice. And like I said, it's still a little squeaky, but that is much better. So I'm gonna take my grandpa for a ride in it, let him see what he thinks, and well, we'll probably call it there. So anyway guys, like I said, I think that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching guys, and I hope everybody has a great day.